Welcome to the channel. We're going to call one of the Joan faces for King of the Desert, okay? Another special interview. Let's me call it. Let's see. I'm curious to see the sexy Russian.
Yeah, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but now we need to see your face, your beautiful face. Little by
Yeah.
little. Let's see if it's gonna load.
I don't want to work. Let me check it. I'm first time using Skype, so I need to set up my webcam. That can be a problem.
Yeah.
1 second.
The voice for now is okay. The voice is okay, guys. We are okay with the voice. We need now high quality image, little by little. Let's see
Oh,
if
okay.
it's gonna come.
Yeah, sorry. It says to close OOPS, so that should work now. Can you recall or?
No,
Oh,
it's
I-
not needed. It's not needed. I was sure about this. Okay, let me put
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Nice. Hello.
You look too old, man. I'm gonna go,
What?
guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna go right now and I'm gonna take some makeup, you know? I'm gonna take some makeup because with you here, I look your granddaddy, man. What is this, man? I mean, you look even younger than Jimsha, man. Do you know who is Jimsha in my channel? Better don't know, because unbelievable this Jimsha. Well, welcome to my channel, welcome to the stream. A pleasure. Vinchester too loud. Vinchester is too loud? Talk to me, Vinchester.
What? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. I
No,
can
he's-
try to put microphone a little bit further from me.
He shouldn't be too loud. Let me check.
Maybe that will be better.
Wait. I listen to you fine, but I'm gonna check it here. Skype. Talk to me now.
1, 2, 3. Hello, ma'am.
I
Hello.
think now, I think now it's good. Okay.
Hello, Vinchester from
Okay.
Paris.
Wait a second. Okay, it was my little kid, just a little inconvenience.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel, like I said. Thank you for coming. And you can introduce yourself because maybe some people don't know you so well, and you can tell how old are you, how many years you are, and actually for how many years you are playing is what I wanted to ask you.
Hello again, everyone. My name is Dmitry. I'm 19 years old, and I'm playing Age of Empires like for 6 years, I think. I started to play when I was like 13, and I'm still playing only this game. So I love it. This is the best game ever. So this is a little bit about me. So I'm also playing football. If you want to know what I'm doing else, I was a professional footballer. I was like studying, playing football, playing Age of Empires in the free time. So that's my life. That's all.
If you are playing football, the next tournament you are the sponsor. Okay, because we all know that football give money, so you might
There's
be
a
the
lot of
sponsor,
money there.
right? Okay. So you are 19 years old now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask you why you always lure in any map or with the scout, man. You make me nervous, man. You never explore in arena, for example, and all. This is just something curious that I have. You are the only player that always lure with the scout. Do you really think it gives you a really important advantage in your Dark Age?
I really like when my build order in Dark Age works perfect, so that helped me to feel myself much better in the game. So I don't need to know sometimes what my opponent's doing, because we always know that in Age of Empires there is no OP strat, and everything can work if you will do it properly and try to switch for the other units or something like this. So sometimes you don't need to scout your enemy. You will, you know that if he will do anything, he will counter it without any problems if you will micro properly or react properly. So something like this.
So you really think it's way better to have your own Dark Age and your own economy way better than being, for example, a lamer boy, like some players that love to lame.
I'm sure that I'm not planning to lame anyone in tournament, so I can say that I don't want to do this. So I will start with try to find out all my food at this the first one. So the next I will try to scout the map if I want to wall, and only then I will come to the opponents and see if I can take a boar or take a sheep or something.
Well, I think you don't discover too much with that for your opponent because they know how you play, and you almost never lame, right?
Yeah, this is. But of course, in case if I'll find like 4 ships and I will get with score that my opponent is getting durs, I will probably not send the ships because this is a very big advantage. So I'll probably send it like to scout or well, can't even take this, but that will never be my purpose and plan for the game.
What are your expectations? And we move to the tournament for King of the Desert. You have to play versus Eddie. You feel favorite against Eddie, I imagine, right?
I think if I can play, if I want to play good in this tournament, I want to kill him, and I will think that I want to be the best in this tournament. So I'm not sure I will, but I want to focus on it, and I will try to do my best to win everyone. And I really like brackets.
Do you like the bracket and how you feel about the settings, the Arabia settings, the civilizations, the bans? Because I'm sure you have checked more or less all the settings during for the whole tournament.
Yeah, I'm compared this tournament with Arabia Invitational, so there was a little advantage for me. I think that I could pick something different as other players pick. So in this tournament, I will be able to. I like the settings because I can pick different civs, and there is a lot of things you can think about and try to make something unexpected. And yeah, I really like these settings. But the one thing I don't like this is single elimination, but I'll talk later about this if you want. And the second thing is there is no bans for first round and for the final. So I think there always should be some bans probably.
Yeah. Well, for the final, I think we didn't put any bans because it's a best of 9, so you're going to pick 9 civilizations. I mean, you can ban and you can what 1, 2, 3, but since it's a final, in a final with potentially 9 games and 18 civilizations, you want to see in the final the best civilizations because if you make bans at the end, what are you going to fight with Koreans, Franks? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. And you can go about that why you don't like the single elimination. But for me, it's one of the things that it makes the most exciting the tournament because when you are like a viewer, of course, for the players maybe something the same. Some others think just the opposite. But for a viewer and for me like a caster, when you know that you have to win or you are gone, the hype it's in every game because all the games count.
Yeah, I agree with you, but the one thing the different for the players is what if I'm thinking like one opponent is not good for me or maybe
For your villa
yeah,
order.
if I don't know how to play the RCCO, for example, I can beat anyone else, but I can beat only one player, and if I'm meeting him in the bracket, so I can go further. That's the problem, I think, of the single elimination. But that will be always the same, and you need always to choose what do you want to see.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the good thing is that in most of the tournaments, you don't start with a best of 5 the first round.
Oh yeah, I agree. Best of 5 is a very good start for the tournament, so that will decide a lot. So there shouldn't be any problems with bad opponents or something or
Yeah,
luck.
because you can recover. I mean, a 1-0 is not that terrible. A 1-0 in a best of 3, you are
It's yeah,
at the limit, under the wall, right?
yeah, all right.
Okay, I wanted to ask. Let's go and check if I have here the brackets. Let's see the way for you for the brackets. I'm not going to show all the brackets. We are not going to talk about the game from today, okay, Winchester, because maybe
Yeah.
some people didn't watch it, so we are not going to spoil them. And you are against Eddie, but then you will have to meet if you win, Mr. Yo or Stark. How do
Yeah.
you feel about that? It's scary, motivated.
To be honest, I'm really motivated because, as everyone know, I lost to you in the final of the past Arabia tournament. So I really want to play a rematch, but I'm not sure if I know how to play versus him. So it's a little bit scary, but I don't know if he playing Warlock Kingdoms a lot. So maybe I even played more than him, and I have a little advantage there. Can I ask you, is he playing Warlock Kingdoms or not?
He's playing.
Okay, nice.
I'm
So.
sorry, but he's playing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, for me, he's a pure talent as well, like you are, you know. But Mr. Yo has something that he almost. I mean, when I see that Joe and Viper, for example, can meet in third round, and now you can meet in second round, well, that was a final in the Arabia One Invitational, and it can be in the second round. That say, what is the level in this tournament?
Yeah, I agree with you. So level is much higher. I agree. There is a lot of more strong players, and overall level is improved a lot. So that will be really nice. Even if I lose, I'll really glad to see this tournament. I will watch most of the games, I think.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, so against Eddie, well, Eddie will know that he's an arena player. Have you studied your opponents? I mean, don't tell what you have studied, but do you have already something in your mind about Eddie, about if you go for a star for Yo, more or less? Don't, of course, don't tell because it will kill yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no problem. I can tell. So I was thinking about the area. I have a special, maybe some special tips for him. I think they may even try. They may work, but I don't need to prepare for your or maybe Stark. I meet these guys a lot in the past tournaments, as especially Arabian Invitational. I spend a lot of hours to think about how to play versus Yo. So I have already a strategy for him. I don't think that it will be different in Warlock Kingdoms, so probably that will be fine. Yes, I have a strategist for the most of the players I will meet.
oh my God, that's so nice, man. That's so nice. Well, I feel that you and some others. Well, I think that everyone can go probably in higher seeding, but I feel that some of the players has been playing not late, but they are practicing or trying to get a good rating for like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
How much you have been playing this Wololo?
Oh, I was when I'm back to AFC, I was starting to play just Stage of Empires. I thought that okay, there is a lot of thieves, they unbalance it, and something like this. But now when I played more World Law, I got that most of the top players not feeling new thieves enough. How they can feel usual Age of Empires thief. So that's the difference. When you're playing thief, you play it like 300 games. You can always know what to do in every situation with every amount of villagers with any level equal level. But with new thieves, I can see that most of the players don't know what to do. Maybe in practice games, they're usually trying to practice. They're trying to make something different and see how it will work. But overall, I don't think that most of the top players now feel new thieves very good. So
Yeah,
even with
well,
just
it's
a lot.
complicated because how many hours has the players, the expert with the old civilization, and how many hours
Yeah,
with this?
exactly.
Even if it's 2 months, with the others are years and years and years and years with the Hans, with
Yeah.
the Aztecs, with the Mayans. What is your feeling when you see now the new Meso civilizations? Because all them are new, not only Incas. I mean, Mayans and Aztecs now is completely different with the Eagles in
Yeah.
feudal age. I mean, how about the meta of the game? The meta now is still we are still discovering the meta game.
I think now, even in the past, more passive style was more much more better. So passive style when you're playing by defense, rush with castle, something like this. But now more aggressive style with one, two, three town center with better towers would work much better than in the past. So
Well,
that's the difference for me.
it's crazy. I mean, and even if you do you go with the Eagles now, and sometimes it's so dangerous, really really dangerous. So, would you go back to the old AOC, or the Wololo is the future? I mean, how do you feel about the Wololo, the 1.5 user patch? Because I have been all the day I was trying the 1.4, and I was like, what is this? Like
I
when you,
was
yeah.
I was really happy that there is some bug to fix it, like repairing tower from one tile with palisade or something like this. So I'm a little bit happy, but
Sorry that I interrupt you. Like a Black Forest player that I was always Titanic with my tower rush. Now I can, well, now I can Titanic even more. Those those
yeah, yeah.
those tricky pallies. But other day, I mean, the creator of this is a scripter. I don't know if you know him. And I remember one day I was streaming like always, and I was trying to repair a tower, and I was like, "What the fuck, man? I cannot repair it." And I was like clicking all the time, and what is this? I don't like that. I mean, I don't agree with you. I want to repair the tower from home, you know?
Uh-huh.
No, but seriously. And after that joke, so fix it all that back. How do you feel? I mean, will you go back? My opinion is that you
No.
all along with the
Uh,
new civilizations, go.
So the thing I wanted to say, I don't want to go back to the usual Age of Empires, but I think there should be a lot of fixes in Warlord Kingdoms too. So we can't just leave it and play every time only this mod without any fixes and trying to balance new civs more. So if there will be new patches, more maybe even more civs, more units or something, if we will improve the game, that will be always better, and I will move as everyone else to the new game.
Well, if you have played other games, this is the difference probably we have sadly in this community with the new games that they are constantly improving, updating. They are doing updates because for so many time this game got the same. I mean,
Yeah.
not a single update, no nothing. Sadly, when what's happening, the HD experience on Steam sadly is not the best. But now that we brought it on the Movely with the 1.5, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
So, what do you prefer also? 1v1 tournaments, team games?
I think team games is a really very good tournaments. I really like team games when we played a lot with my best teammates as DFS, Tiki, Kirch, or Uret, or someone else who I didn't call. So I really like these team games, but I don't feel a lot of strong teammates in Russia. But I don't have a good English to play with international teams as I did with
You have good English.
Greece.
You have good English. I almost understand you completely.
So there is still some problems for me to play in the international teams. So I don't
But
like a
you're
team game
talking.
also because
You mean to be in team speak with them? You don't feel confident to be in team speak with them?
I can't say every detail I want to say. That's my problem. I want to say more like I don't know. I have a different feels about the game. As I played with Chris, that was really great, and I played with Stark in the 2v2 arena tournament. That was really great. I learned it a lot, but I still can feel myself as I feel in a Russian team. So I can't explain this different, but there is. So the bad thing for me, I don't have a very good team, and that's why I most likely love 1v1 tournament because they're only me, and all depends on how I'll play and what I will do. So that's
Okay.
why I love
Okay.
1v1.
Islam. Want to ask you, who is your role model and why it is Islam?
What?
Well, Vinchester, who is your role model and why is it Islam? What are you talking? I think Islam is a bit drunk, you know. I mean, I think
Okay, no problem.
he wanted to ask you, hey, what is your preferred vodka in Russia? You know, what is your preferred vodka? Because Islam, I think he
Oh, I don't drink any, so I'm just
good.
trying something because I was a sportsman in the past. So I don't play football like for 1 year, but I still don't want to drink any. If I'm trying, like there was a photo from Europe trip when it was like 2 years ago. There was just beer. I wanted just to try it and
Are
something
you?
like this.
Can,
So I
can
never drink.
can I ask you some personal questions?
Yeah.
Are you living with your parents or
No, from at least 1 month, I'm living with Big Dench, if you know.
Dance? Yes.
So we are renting a flat, and so you can see there is a carpet on the wall. I can't do any. I
Yeah.
don't know what is behind this. So this is this little cheap
Well, but it's nice,
cheap
man.
app.
It's nice.
What?
It's nice. You are going in your own way, John.
Yeah,
And
so yeah, I'm trying to improve, and I have a time for stream. I have a place for stream, so there's no my brothers and sisters running behind me and trying to take my hands while I'm playing or something like this. So now I'm free.
well, it's nice. I'm gonna ask you some questions that Swiss Boy is asking to some of the players. And probably he sent you also some questions, yes or no. But I was
Okay.
checking some questions. I'm gonna make some questions to you that he asked to Leary. I am one of the favorites for the title in King of the Desert.
Oh, sorry again.
You have to say yes or no. You can explain if you want.
Okay, the question.
The question is not like a question. It's like a statement. Like I am one of the favorites for the title. To win King of the Desert.
Okay, let's say no. No,
No.
I don't think that anyone believe in it except me.
Well, but the question is for you. If you believe
Okay,
that you are
then yes.
favorite, do you say yes?
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
explain why if you want.
Because if you're not planning to win, what for you're playing in this tournament?
Oh, guys, that answer is amazing. I mean, in my opinion, that answer is amazing. You can win later or not, right, Vinchester? But if you are in the tournament, you have to be there for win, man. That's deserve. Well, I was going to play some effects that I have, but no, we are in an interview, so I'm not gonna play. I like that answer. Very, very strong answer for you, really.
Thanks.
Everything other than top two will be a massive disappointment. If you are not in the top two, it will be disappoint for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
The same way.
yeah, well, it's the same. I was sure that you was going to say that. And I love this kind of question and your answer because you are in a really complicated bracket.
I agree. So
You are,
there
so-
was always the same as in the other tournaments. So I don't have a huge rating, so that's why I'm always have a complicated brackets, and I will always need to play like 100%.
Yeah, well, but that's also, I'm sure that motivates you a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
When you're beating someone, you move to more motivated, and you're playing more and more, and you win one, and you think, okay, I was good, so now I need to kill someone else, someone stronger, and then stronger. And when you have this step by step, you are improving a lot.
So you see, guys, that Winchester is a dangerous enemy. He's a dangerous enemy. Russian
Let's-
is dangerous. Huh? I know what
Yeah, so
I know what civilizations I will ban in round 2 to 4 already.
no, I don't know.
Don't know yet. Depending what players you meet, right?
Yes, I agree. I will check what you will pick with Stark, and I don't know yet.
Okay. So you analyze. You are like a mentalist, right? You try to check
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Of course, without it, you can do.
the
you can't
calculator,
do it.
right? The calculator, like you were telling me
Yeah.
behind the scene.
I'm mathematics, so
You are mathematics?
yeah, I'm studying in the university and programming mathematics, something like this.
Whoa! You see, strong man. Good job, man. Good job.
Thanks.
Well, I was going to give you an advice, but not because then I will look even older. So just go your own way.
You can see me after the interview.
Yeah,
so
when we
I'll
close,
let-
when we close the exactly after the interview. Good job. MBL will be better player if he will focus less on laming. What do you think?
What the last word?
Laming, if he will focus less on the laming, is related what we were talking before. like the
So I
player.
think no.
No, do you think he's
He'll play the
better
same.
when he lame? No, I
Again.
mean MBL, the player MBL
Yeah.
will be a better player if he will focus less on laming.
I don't think that if you feel you're comfortable with flaming, you'll be the same level, so there is no difference for me, I think.
Oh well, I like that. I like that. Yeah,
That's why I
okay.
don't like to lame. There is really no difference. You can be lucky with lame or unlucky, and I don't know. Maybe
Definitely.
someone thinks different.
I'm gonna ask you now the questions that we made to the Viper. Okay?
Okay, let's try.
I am the best Age of Empires players of all time. That is a bit trolling.
I think
If you,
no.
tell me, if you tell me yes, that is too much, okay? But if you wanna say,
I don't think I know that the Viper. Then I really think that the Viper #1. So I want to always check his streams. There was a lot of things I can say about how I'm thinking about him, but I really think that if he wants, he will be top 1.
Yeah, but do you think who do you think is if you have check in the old times the AOC? Do you think he's the #1 all times, or that's really complicated because
To be
all time is
honest,
different?
yeah, I don't know what was happened before I came to AFC, so before like 2010. But I think yes, he's the best because we are always improving in who is the best now. He is the best overall, as I think.
Okay, do you think Leary is on the way to catch up?
This
He's
is interesting question because I was not in Age of Empires when he grew up, and now when I'm playing with him, I really don't know what to do. But I think if I will play more with him, I will have the case to how to win versus him. But he's playing strong, I agree with you. So this is a very strong player.
Do you think it's important for the game in the age? For example, you are young, Leary is young. I mean, people younger are getting not too many. Sadly, in AOC, we are not getting a lot of people young. But do you think it's important? For example, people say that Doubt, since now he's a bit older than he was when he started. Of course, like he was like 15 years, 16
Yeah.
years, and now that he's a bit slower. Now, do you think the speed or the age in this case can affect to the gaming in this
I
game?
think I think in Age of Empires, age not decide this, but it's hard to say for me because I'm young and
Yeah, good
I
point.
didn't feel it like what will be later. But I think in games like Age of Empires, and I also played a little bit in Dota, I think there are no age decides anything. So maybe in StarCraft where Koreans has like 500 APM, yeah, there is only young players can do this.
So,
But
if you put in a balance like this, speed or decisions during the games, what is more
speed.
important?
I think this is the speed. So if you can always play very fast with not only clicking in one spot, but with multitasking and play across all the map, and you'll be absolutely sure a better player than who only plays in macro.
Okay, okay. Arabia is one of my weaker maps. Is one of your weaker maps, Arabia?
No.
No, it's one of the best, right?
Yeah, I agree. I played most of the games on the Arabia.
What do you think? Why you think the players, or why you like a player, uh, consider Arabia the main map, like the best map? There's a lot
His
of maps, a
name's
lot of custom maps
yeah.
and water maps.
I think I'm really weak on the other maps, so like I never liked team random or I mean full random or blind random or mega random. So Arabia is kind of standard map. You at the same time you always know what you will get there, and you never know what map you will get. So this is I don't know why I started to play on the Arabia, but I really like this map now, and I think this is one of the best map in this game. Just my um, just my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Well,
Arabia is one of the best.
it's like for example in back in the days or now, depend of the map composition with the same civilization, you can try plenty of strategies and probably till you explore, even if it's the same map, you don't know what you are going to do, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like a caster that I have watched thousands of games. I analyze the maps, but you can guess more or less. Well, maybe he can try this, but it's completely depend of both players at the same, and it can
yeah,
go in a really it
exactly.
can go all different in it all the times.
It's always different. So I fully agree with you. So with new civs and old civs, you never know exactly what to do. What will your enemy do? You sometimes playing like yeah, thinking like, oh, I believe he will not do this. He will not do this. Okay, he's not doing this. This is good. So I'll be alive or something like this. So sometimes you need some luck or mistakes from your opponents.
Okay, I'm checking because your is not good. God, what the question to the former beast champion of Arabia? Okay, let me check. More questions here. Oh, this question I always like to make it a lot. Defensive play beats aggression most of the time.
Yes,
You
I
think?
fully agree with it. So if you will play perfect with defense, you will always win any aggressive style.
Wow.
Maybe some players don't like this, but I really believe in it.
Yeah. It's you take so many risks, right? When you go aggressive.
Um, you need a mistake. So if both players will play really perfect, so the defensive style will win aggressive style.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I made this question, but I think is clear. The game is better with the expansions, and I never want to go back.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty easy. Well, not winning King of the Desert will mean that you fail it. I fail it.
Yes, of course. If I'm not winning, then I did some mistake. So I think this is a fail.
Do you
No.
think? Do you think it's because you did some mistake? Because do you think it's possible that if you play perfect, the other can play perfect as well, and maybe playing perfect as well, maybe he has in that moment a better civilization, and because of that he win. And maybe you can say, well, I didn't fail. I played my best. I played super strong, but the other player was in another like perfect as well. I mean, it's not always it's a mistake in yourself. Maybe you did good, but the other just did a bit better. That you can improve. Okay, but it's not like a mistake. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
said. Yeah, I know you said about the civilization, but even in civilization peak, you can think like, okay, I was wrong with pick six, so that was my mistake. But better to say about the map. So sometimes you're choosing the strat, you're playing by defense, and there is the really same situation for both players. But if, for example, full relics from one side and more relic from other side, or more gold on other side, so there is, I want to say about the map different. So map difference really can decide the game, and when I'm losing because of the my opponent really has much more gold than me on the map, so this is kind of unlucky. So in this situation, maybe I won't feel that I really failed, but maybe I could play aggressive. So there is a lot of options I could do for win.
I was about to ask about that. Sometimes maybe players get a bit lack of exploration, and with more exploration, gather information a bit faster. You can think exactly that. Oh, the goal, the position in the map is maybe too forward, bad located. If he rush me, I have to go aggressive. Also, if they can go for a really long game, his civilization is stronger, so I have to push.
It's something like a betting. So if I'm playing without scouting, with luring a lot of deers, then I'm risking. So yes, I can lose the game because I will not get information, but I'm risking. And in case if I will get the good build order, and if my opponent will mistake a little bit, I will win this one. So that's the difference. Maybe this is kind of style. I don't know
Yeah.
what to say more about
Okay.
this.
I'm gonna ask you some question from the chat. Do you feel do you feel play better under pressure, or if affects your gameplay negative? If you are under the pressure, can be under pressure because you are, for example, 2-0 and it's a best of five, or also under the pressure, like you are getting attacked, you are in defensive. You how you feel in both cases?
Hmm. I
The
can tell you
the
about that.
psychological factor. If the psychological factor affects you, if you are 2-0, that's one pressure, and the other pressure is if they pressure you in the game, being aggressive against you.
If I understood your question right, I can tell you about the Arabia Invitational. There, if you know, both matches I won with versus Chris and Riot. I was losing like 4-2, 3-2. I mean, we played best of seven, so until four wins. And there, both matches, I was things like, okay, I'm on this stage. I did good in this tournament. Let's just relax and try to play my best. I was putting music on, and I really played relaxing these games, and I was winning like two games in a row versus both players. So maybe when I have a pressure from losing, I can do something. So I think this is a little bit easier for me. I'm more motivated when I'm a little bit losing, so I'm trying my best. I want to go back. So if you lose one game while losing to 2-0, you win one game, you win the second game, you'll have a really huge advantage for the last game. So I think that's better for me.
Okay, people say that for your age, you are too serious, but you are too serious because you are with the great Meb, right? You see, guys, he smiled, man. He smiled. It's the first time that we talk each other. He's here in a channel here with the webcam. He's just trying to be. Just look, he put elegant with the. I put my bull here
This is
with
my
a
favorite
t-shirt.
one.
You say you put your favorite? Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
job, man. Good job. Good job. I will ask him stuff about the game, guys. About the game, we can go. Well, if he want to say that if he has girlfriend and so on, it's his choice. But we are talking about the game, and I really think he's telling a lot of interesting things, a lot of things, and it's really appreciated because you are being really honest, and not all the people is like this, which is great.
Yeah, have fun, enjoy.
Yeah, you have to enjoy, man. Hope you are enjoying, and people enjoy as well. This question it's really interesting. Good preparation for the new stuff, the new civilizations, Wolo, and so on, will win to a pure AOC skill and knowledge.
Yes, I think yes. If someone will play like same house or how we played in Age of Empires, he will beat all the players because I really think that new civs is better than old. But as I said before, most of the top players don't feel the civs enough. So if you will play like for someone playing just 2 months and someone playing like 1 year this game, there will be absolutely difference. So yeah, yes.
Okay. This is team, the Chinese, okay,
Yeah.
is the weakest player out of these 5 highest rated sign-ups. I think you have seen maybe this, but if not, I will remind you. Leary, Yo, MBL, Doubt, and him. What do you think? Is the weakest player?
I think yes, he's now weakest player.
You can say why you think he's weaker than Leary, Joe, MBL, and Doubt?
Leary, Doubt, and Bell is now very strong players, and I missed someone.
Leary, Joe, MBL, and Doubt.
Yeah, I think all of them are stronger for now than Tim. He's old and he can win if players will do mistake. He really used this very good, but those players you talk to me, they can play very strong. They can play without a lot of mistakes, and I think if they will be on their best, they will win. Even if Tim will play his
It's like
best.
Tim. What do you think? It's like Tim is always maybe playing at this level, but the other players, even if maybe they can go down, they are playing like a bit more on top. Maybe they are not that stable. Like Tim is more a stable player, but he cannot reach that higher level, right?
Yeah, I agree. You thought it's very good. So as you said, he has only one level, and the players you said before, they can be higher or lower. Nobody knows how they will feel themselves in
That day, right?
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think also? I was talking with Jordan that how you feel on a specific day. Also, it can be important, right? And there's some days that, oh man, I didn't wake up today. Oh man, I don't want to play. You don't feel like, oh man,
There's something happen.
today I'm not gonna get a girl if I go outside, so I'm not gonna get a win now with the OC. What do you think? Don't tell me that you always get a girl. I don't believe that. Okay.
So there is too much depends from your feelings, and I think then you have a bad day. You need just try to smile. You need to laugh AUC, but not saying that, oh, that stupid villager going the wrong side. There is how now it's hype to say path finding if I know mistakes. So you don't need to say about this. Just try to click and play better, and you need just smile and try to do yourself better and try to play the best as you can, and then you'll get the result.
Well, for that reason, I think you're one of the players that I don't like that from you. I'm sorry, but this is negative. I have never seen you rage, man. You have to rage. You have to complain.
Yeah,
You
there
cannot
is
say all the
something.
time GG or smile. I mean, you have to rage, guys. He has to rage. I want to see mem rage in the chat. You
I'm
just try
like
to enjoy,
thinking
don't
like
rage, and keep going, right? Next game will be better.
maybe the bad thing for me then I'm putting out the webcam and I'm trying to scream on the bench saying like, oh, I hate this Age of Empires. There's terrible lags. There's sometimes, and you can see my stream on the past there today. I said like, oh, this back is always lag. There is monk. They're converting. Oh my goodness, how to play with it.
You
But
spot it.
I'm trying to keep myself focusing on the game, especially when I'm playing tournaments. So when I'm playing tournaments, I need to focus on the game and do not try to let emotions to do moves instead of me. This is, I think, very important. This is kind of from football, probably. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I want to make a little pause. We got hosted by Jordan. The channel got
Oh,
hosted by
nice.
Jordan23. Thank you so much for the host. Welcome to the
Hello,
channel.
everyone.
Hello, everyone. This is Vinchester, one of the strong players in. Oh my God! And now from the Viper stream, we are getting host. So we are now. You have to smile, man, because we see a lot of
Yeah,
people
always.
watching. Okay, okay. So this is absolutely great. We can keep going with the interview. Well, this is Vinchester, 19 years old, playing in King of the Desert. You have missed really good part of the interview, really strong. If you miss it, go and check later on YouTube when I upload. But we keep going with some interesting questions. Some players are much easier to beat in a tournament setting because they choke, because the psychological factor. I mean, maybe you have problems to them in a regular day in rated games, but then you go to play against them in the tournament and you think that they can Titanic. You know that Titanic is.
Mm.
Do you
I
agree?
think
And you will say
yes.
some player. You will say some player, or you prefer don't say.
Mm, I can say that someone easier to beat for me, but I think everybody knows Slam. I think he's one of the best player in this game, and he's playing really perfect. When I played with him 1v1, I would never. I had like 20-0 score with him because I don't know what to do, and I was really wonder if he's losing in tournaments. So I think he's one of the
What
players
the
who.
score? What the score you have with Islam?
I had like 20-0.
Really?
Yeah, there was some time when we had it. Yeah, but
Wow.
it was really hard for me. But to be honest, I tried to play with him in his game, so without walls, in trying to do some militarms in the. They played mostly Hanswar, so there was militarms, switching to the fast archers and trying to make the huge damage with first 5 archers with very fast fletching. So that was kind of same strat, but I played in his game and I couldn't do it. He always was ahead of me. I was always behind, and I had no idea how to play. But I was wondering that other players is dealing with him so easy in the tournaments. So I
Because
think he,
maybe they should do what we were talking before, like put the music, chill a little bit, try to focus in their own game. Don't think that in the next round if you are going to lose or what. Just focus in the actual game. Try to enjoy the game like it is, like a game, right?
yeah, I agree. So I was really trying to concentrate when I played with him. So I never played this rated. When I played with him a lot, I was just 2k1, and that was really a pleasure for me to play versus 2k4 player. And I was trying to always concentrate. I was always trying to think about the game. Right now, when I'm usually playing, when I was my high rating is 2k3 80 plus. So when I played on this rating, I was thinking like, okay, he's has lower rating than me. I'm stronger. I need to win this. I must win this. So this is sometimes help, and when I don't think about your opponent like about the machine, it's easier to play.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was checking about Islam answers, and he was so nice as well because he was Swiss boy asked about this psychological factor, because in single elimination in the tournament in single elimination it's probably going to be even more important because you
Yeah,
you know that
exactly.
you don't have a second chance, right? So
Yeah, as for the most of the players, everyone will think like, okay, I need, especially in the first game, I think there will be one of the most first game and the last one. So when someone gets two games win, that there will be the games the most nervous and the most harder for the players, because everyone know that okay, I need to win this. There was I think I had a real problem when I played with MPL and the Euro Cup fourth qualifiers in the final. I was leading for 2-0,
Oh, what
and
happened there? What happened there? I thought that you were
yeah,
to win.
I
What
was
happened
playing
there?
I was playing really relaxed at these two games. After winning Doubt second time, I was things like, okay, I did a great job. I just need to win. I just need to play my best. I can do this. And when I was leading 2-0, I was just, okay, I already did this. And that was a mistake. So in these settings, never, ever, any players never should think that they already won until they will see number 3 in the,
In
in
the
the
score. Yeah. Yeah. Well, 2.2k players are out for the tournament. What means that anyone can win anyone.
Yes, I agree
Anyone
with
can win anyone. I mean, if you relax against Eddie, Eddie can win you because he can make some
of course,
crazy
of course,
strategy and he can
I'm
win.
taking, yeah, I'm taking him very serious. I will, I'm already practicing a lot. I'm playing without stream. I'm playing a lot of unrated games with friends because I also think that there is good practice to play versus 1k8, 1k9 players. So sometimes you need just to play relaxive games. You do not need to get a huge damage in the feudal age from someone like Viper or Jordan. You don't need to. mm feel yourself under pressure. Sometimes you need just to play a good game with micro and without lag and try to boom. Always have resources for the villagers to feel yourself every 24 seconds making one more bill. And this is sometimes help. And when you're starting to play versus the strong enemy, if you have the same situation as you had versus the let's call them the noob 1k8 1k9
Okay.
what you have with the noob. So you're a little bit more relaxive, and you know that okay, this is going the right way, and I will not fail in the in the easiest situation. You will not fail with just making villagers or just idling your military buildings or something like this. So you feel yourself more comfortable after playing versus 1k8, 1k9 players.
Okay, let's go. One player you don't want to face in the tournament. Like, if I can avoid one player, I prefer to don't play against him.
Let me think a little bit.
Don't tell the Viper. The Viper just hosted. Don't tell the
No,
Viper. Okay. 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 Thank you.
this is absolutely sure not my part.
I'm
I want to
kidding.
play
Just
him
tell
in a
one
raid
player.
competition.
One player you don't want to. You don't want to face.
Let's say Leary, because I don't know how he playing yet, and I'm a little bit scared of him. I don't like the lag players, but I think Leary is more scary for me
And who
than ever.
motivate you? Who motivate you that you say, ah, well, I want to face this because I
Yeah,
want to
this
destroy him.
Red Viper.
Oh my goodness,
So
guys! He want to
I wanted to
destroy.
play with him in Arabia Invitational, but he lost to Reboot. I was streaming these games, but on the Russian language, so you can't see how I was feeling. But I was something like, oh, so I have so good performance, but why there is no Viper? I'm ready to lose in the semifinal, but I want to play with him. So
Well, then you have
this
to.
and
You have to win. You have to win, Eddie and Mr. Yo, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you can face the Viper if Viper
Yeah, but
is going in
I
the.
think Viper now thinking about okay, I need to win Miguel first and then switch to the Jordan. As I know, Jordan is a very uncomfortable player for him, so there can be anything.
It can be great. It can be crazy tournament, right? I mean, in second round Jordan Viper, in third round can be Viper Joe or Viper Vinchester. What is this? What is this tournament, man? Well, exciting, right?
I think he will see this.
Yeah. Well, mm, tell me. No, not your preferred civilization, but your preferred unit in the game.
Mm,
Unit,
I was
unique unit,
always
but
I was always like to say Mango Day, and I also tested them versus new civilization like Camel Archer, I'm not sure who will win, to be honest. And there's Iron Bice, I'm not sure too, but I think Mango Days will kill Iron Bice. So I really love Mango Days. This is my favorite unit in this game,
Okay, even after the expansions, right?
even
So,
after expansions. So I really feel myself very comfortable. I think you know, because you're
but
playing KOC too, you have
yeah,
this unit.
Magundais is amazing. But guys, he's not going to pick Mongols, okay? He's not going to pick Mongols. He loves
This
Magundais,
secret.
but he's not going to pick Mongols. Well, actually, the Mongols, I mean, they are good, really good, really strong. But I never, I mean, in Arabia they are tricky because during Castle Age they have good opening, but they don't have great economy.
Yeah, as you said, they don't have a great economy, but they have a really good opening. So if map will be comfortable to use this on the early stage, so you can get your advantage and switch to the Mango Race in time. And this is very strong unit. It's really hard to counter Mango Race Hussars. I don't know, Mongols is very strong Civ, but just a little joke. There is a very important upgrade for me in the Castle Age. They don't need more houses as Hans. This is my biggest problem. I forget to build the houses if I'm not walling with 1,000 houses. That's why I want to pick Mongols.
Oh my god.
Because I will build the castle first and make this upgrade.
Who do you think then is the best? Forget about the tournaments and so on. The best tyrant. You say that Viper for you is the number one. Who do you think is the second best tyrant?
Mm, it's hard to say, but I think in the past when I didn't finish to play and switched to the Dota, I would like to say that Slam, but Slam or Riot. But now Dart is very strong, and if he beats anyone, it seems like only for me he is a little bit easy opponent, but for anyone else he's a very strong opponent. So I think
Why do
now
you
it's
think? Why do you think that for you is easier?
for me.
You say that for you. Do you think that for you doubt is easier, or I misunderstood you?
Yeah, exactly. So I was already answering for this question for Russian community. There was something like, and the players I don't like to play. There was uh, let me remind this. There was Riot, Slam, Drought, Chris, and only then Viper and Jordan.
Hmm.
Because Viper and Jordan playing style, maybe it's kind of same as me, but maybe I'm trying to copy their style. But they're playing like without any scare. They want to, they can, they can be open, but they're thinking like as I can understand this, like they're thinking like, okay, if I will mistake, I will lose this game, but I'm not scared to mistake. But I want to try play it perfect. So this is the difference. But players like Riot and Slam, they can sometimes play maybe unperfect, but more. But if I will do any mistake, they will win the game. So
Okay. Well, I think we have talked a lot about almost everything. I mean, anything you want
yeah,
to
I
say,
really.
anything you want to say. I mean, I'm focused completely more or less in the expansions, in the tournament, in some questions that it happened during the interview. Hope you have been feeling comfortable. I see that now you put like this, so that means you feel comfortable. That's good.
Yeah, exactly. I was wondering that I feel myself very good now. I was really glad to tell
you,
you
you,
about the hunt.
you were
Yeah.
scary like well scary like we never talk. I mean we chat on Vobly with the chat. You probably have watched my channel and you see that I am a bit crazy sometimes, and you were like what is Mem going to tell me in the interview? Were you like worried like
I was a little bit scared, but
really?
I'm now streaming too, so I already have experience to speak on English, and it's kind of easier for me to speak for a lot of viewers, and it's not the same as I had interview after winning Riot in Arabian Invitational. I was like, what are they talking to me? What I should to talk? What I should to say?
And
I
it
don't know
was
what
2 years ago
happens.
already, right?
What, sorry?
That is 2 years ago.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
16,
yeah,
so
we are almost in 18, and it was in the it
one
was
year
in
with half. That was May or April of
no,
the
it was
last.
earlier. I think it was earlier. It was for February, April. So it's close to 2 years, eh? I believe so.
No, no. Maybe
No.
it's no. It was at the spring
April,
of the
you think? After
2016.
Master of Arena 3? Yeah, it's possible. I think it
No,
was.
I mean, Arabian Invitational. You asked about Master of
No, no,
Arena?
no, no. That it was happening after Master of Arena 3, and I
Yeah,
think Master
yeah.
of Arena 3 was in the start of the year. Okay, yeah. Ask him about his girlfriend. What do you want? I asked him about the girlfriend. You want to date with him, a small F21? Because I think, I don't know, maybe he's free and he wants,
I don't
but
want to talk about this.
come on, man, come on. Well, if you want to ask him some questions about AOC or something, and man, ask Vince to join. They want they want to join the new team. You know, the new clan. You know, AM almost Memp. You know them,
Oh.
right?
I already got this question on my stream, if I'm not mistaken, and I said something like, I don't think that we have same thinking about the game with MBL Livery or someone like them, and that will be a little hard for me. If we'll play a lot together in team game, if there will be, after this tournament, as you know, if there is 1v1 tournament, most of the players playing 1v1, but if there is a team game tournament, most of the players playing team game. So if after this tournament most of the players will play Warlord Kingdom's team game and I'll play with them and I'll play more with them, maybe even using TeamSpeak, then of course I'll think about the team with players like Embel Wraith. They will invite me. So
Yeah. So do you think, well, like most of the games, but especially this game that is pretty old, we need tournament, right?
yeah, I agree. This is the best thing we can do for the game. If there is a lot of tournaments, players are playing, trying to improve. As now we have as much as never, as many as never strong players that can win the tournament. So I think this is one of the best tournament where is huge amount of the favorites of this tournament.
Well, it's great. What do you think? I mean, it's it's better to have maybe we shouldn't push too much with so many tournaments. It's better maybe to concentrate a bit instead of doing a tournament all month. Just wait a bit and try to make bigger. I mean, bigger tournament every 3 months, 2 months. Also, you have time to practice to get to the settings. Make some. What do you think? I am a fan personally. I am a fan to not make. I mean, for example, in my King of the Desert finish tomorrow, and then Monday a new tournament. I'm not a fan on that. You know, I'm a fan to take your time, organize another event, let people also motivate with it, get involved and practice and focus in this one. If you start directly all the tournaments, in my opinion, it's not good. What do you think? You can disagree. You can, of course,
No,
this is your own opinion, of course.
I'll just say that I agree with you, but I want to explain this by the real think how this tournament will organized. If there is a really good big tournament, like I believe will be this one, or how there will was Nations Cup past the last Nations Cup. I mean, so there was a big pause from the semifinals and finals. So this is kind of not good. So if this tournament playing like for 1 month, then you can play 1 month and wait enough time to announce next one. But if you're playing for the half year one tournament with a huge double elimination system, then it's not good, and then maybe better to spam with more tournaments while you're playing this big one. Yeah, so if there is tournaments like this, like Clash of the Desert, then better to rare these tournaments and have a good pause between
You
them.
said Clash of the Desert. I'm gonna forgive you. It's King of the Desert.
Oops.
I'm going to forgive you, or because I was going to be really harsh on you, but I forgive you. Okay, it's no problem.
Sorry, I'm mistaken.
What is a good question? Um, why Vinchester not play team games? He played team games. He has his play already that. Okay. Oh, favorite food and sport? Food. He said already football because he played football. So I guess football is the
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah.
But you can say the favorite food, of course. It's a personal question. Maybe they don't know if it's something
Food?
from Russia. Food, yes.
Uh, Strawberry cake, I think.
Well, you see, pastel de fresa in Spanish. Okay. Let me check. What else? If you have some more questions. Well, for me, I think I have covered everything. If you want to tell anything, I will. I just want to wish you really good luck.
I think I shared most of that I wanted to say with you, so I have no more question or something. That was really great. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Well, it was a pleasure for me. And like I'm telling you, I will tune in Sunday. Guys, 17 GMT if I don't remember bad, versus Eddie. I will stream live in this channel, and I wish you the best luck for the tournament and in your life, of course.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I hope to see everyone in this match. I want to see I want to tell something. There is always good when you can see a lot of viewers watching your games or not even your games. So when you see the fan base, this is very good, and you are really helping us a lot. So I think every top player will agree with me that every viewer is very appreciated, and we like to see every one of you when you're watching our games. So thank you a lot, and I hope you enjoy our games we are playing for you. So have fun.
This guy, come on, keep going, man, keep going. It was really nice to have you here. Good luck, and I'll see you soon, man.
Thanks.
Bye
Have
bye.
fun.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Well, this was Vinchester, guys. Really nice guy. Hope you have enjoyed. In my opinion, was beautiful stream. Was nice to interview him. 19 years old, and he's speaking like a real man. Whoa! Stay tuned, guys.